Hello again, welcome back. Class 379. We have this interesting tendency to progress. Every day it's a new class. We're moving forward. We are getting closer and closer. Closer and closer to class number 400. We're not getting farther and farther away. If we were going backwards, then we would be getting farther and farther away from class 400. But that's not the case. We're not getting farther and farther away, but rather the opposite. Sino más bien lo contrario. Sino más bien lo contrario. But rather the opposite. We're not moving farther and farther away or getting farther and farther away, but rather the opposite. We're getting closer and closer. We're moving closer and closer to class number 400. And what's going to happen when we finish class number 400? I have no idea. Yes, pure speculation, pure conjecture. I don't know. But maybe we'll continue, maybe we won't. Maybe I will hang up my boots, colgar las botas, and retire. Or maybe I will die with my boots on. You know, I think I'll take them off first, really. Yes. But in any case, I'm here with Marta, and we also have an audience here. There are people watching, making me nervous. On the radio, no, on television. All right, point 23, page 362. We don't have much left. We don't have much left, but there's a lot of density here. So I think between this class, in the next 21 classes, including this one, I think I can cover everything. I'll try. We'll see what happens. All right. Mastering the interrogative, dominando el interrogativo. Bueno, llegando al dominio de. To master. To master no es dominar. To master es llegar a dominar, ir dominando. To master, it's a process. It's not a fact. Mastering. So, mastering the interrogative with my cheat sheet. Remember mi chuleta? I took her to the basketball game. I took her. I didn't take him. I took her. I took Marta to the basketball game. Yeah, Marta's favorite sport is basketball. Is that right? Yeah, is it really? All right. I think she's fibbing. To fib means to lie. Mentirita. Yes. But in any case, I took her. I took her to the basketball game. Question. Richard, where did you take her? Excuse me? Where did you take her? Where did I take her? I took her. Where did I take her? I took her to the basketball game. I didn't do anything to him. I didn't do anything to him. No le he hecho nada a él. Fíjate, en inglés se dice no le hice nada. I didn't do anything to him. Question. What did you do to him? What did you? Did you? What did you do to him? Nothing. Nothing. Nothing at all. Me? I didn't do anything. Don't look at me. It's not my fault. I have no idea what happened. I didn't do anything to him. Yes, you did. You hit him in the nose, right? You punched him in the nose. You hit him in the nose. No, I didn't. It wasn't me. No fui yo, se dice en español. Decimos en inglés, no era yo. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. I didn't hit him. I don't even know him. I don't even know who he is. I don't even know what his name is. I've never seen him in my life. I've never seen him before. What's his name? Don't look at me. It's not my fault. I didn't do anything to him. What did you do to him? I chose. Yeah, all right. Okay, there we go. All right. Which one? I chose the red one. I chose the red one to put next to the microphone. Next to, beside the microphone, next to the microphone, by the microphone. I chose the red one. Richard, which one did you choose? Which one did you choose? Did you choose? I chose. Did you choose? I chose. Which one did you choose? I chose the red one. Which one did you pick? I picked. También se dice casi más. I picked the red one. Yes, I chose the red one. Well, what are you going to do with the red one? Are you going to leave it there or put it back? Well, what do you want me to do? Do you want me to leave it there or do you want me to put it back? Marta, do you want me to leave it there or do you want me to put it back? Or it doesn't matter? She says it doesn't matter. She says it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to her. And to tell you the truth, a decir verdad, to tell you the truth, se dice en inglés siempre a decirte la verdad, to tell you the truth, it doesn't matter to me either. It doesn't matter to me. I don't care whether the pencil is next to the microphone or in the cup. It really doesn't matter to me. It doesn't make any difference. It makes no difference to me. It makes no difference to her either. Really, both Marta and I agree that it really doesn't matter if the pencil is next to the microphone or in the cup. Now, for you, does it make any difference to you? Does it really matter? Do you care or not? Well, what do you want me to do? Do you want me to leave it there? Or do you want me to put it back? Do you want me to leave it there? Or do you want me to put it back? You want me to put it back? All right. Yeah. It distracts you, right? So, seeing the pencil on the table distracts you. All right. If that's what you want, is that what you want? Is that what you want? Okay. Bueno, si eso es lo que quieres, vale. If that's what you want, okay. Now it's back in the cup. Are you happy now? Yeah? All right. Everybody's happy. Are you happy now, Marta? Well, she doesn't care. She doesn't care. I don't care. She doesn't. I don't. She doesn't. And they don't care either, the people who are watching. Nobody cares anymore. All right. I met them in 1991. When did you meet them? I told you. I met them in 1991. When did you meet Marta? I met Marta in 2012? 2012? Maybe? Yeah. Plus or minus 1 year. Yes, with 1 year margin of error. Margen de error, margin of error. I'm not perfect, Marta, I think. All right. So, we met probably in 2012. When did you meet Marta? I met her. I met him, I met them, etc. in 2012. She became Prime Minister in 1979. She became Prime Minister in 1979. When did she become? When did she? Mucho SH. When did she become Prime Minister? Primera Ministra. She became Prime Minister in 1979. Yeah, but Richard, who are you talking about? Don't you know? What person became Prime Minister in 1979 in a European country? Come on, female. And it wasn't Angela Merkel. She's much more recent. It was Margaret Thatcher. La Thatcher, as you say here in Spain. Margaret Thatcher became Prime Minister of the United Kingdom in 1979, and she continued until, I think, 1991 or 1990. I don't remember. But in any case, I can't remember everything. He broke 2 world records. Who? Usain Bolt. He broke 2 world records. 2. Not 3. 2. How many world records did he break? How many world records did he break? He broke 2 world records. Yes, he broke the world record for the 100 meters, and he broke the world record for the 200 meters. So, he has broken in his life 2 world records. However, he's retired. So the simple past, he broke 2 world records while he was active. Mientras estaba en activo. While he was active. But he's not active anymore. All right, me? I've broken many world records. Yeah. I've broken, well, basically 2. I've broken the world record for teaching English on the radio, the number of hours, about 15,000 hours. And I've broken the world record for teaching English on television. Hours, every day. Now, every day, on radio and on television, I set a new world record. I set a new world record to set a record. So I break my own record every day. Right now, as I'm speaking to you, ahora mismo, conforme te hablo, a medida que te hablo, right now, dos letritas, A-S, as. Right now, as I'm talking to you, I'm in the process of breaking a world record. This is a first. Yeah, this is an important moment, historical moment. You are a witness. Eres testigo. Y Marta también. Huh? To the breaking of a world record. Yes, every day, every day. Yes, it's not often you have the opportunity to be a witness to the breaking of a world record. But in this program, every day, every day, every day. All right, she became prime minister in 1979. When did she become? When did she become? Seven windows were broken during the fight. Yeah, you remember there was a fight between John Wayne and Robert Mitchum. There was a fight in the saloon, and 7 windows were broken. Poor saloon owner. All right. Question: how many windows were broken during the fight? How many windows were broken during the fight? 7. 7 windows were broken. Richard, have you ever broken a window? Yeah, I've broken 2 or 3 windows in my life. Not many, eh? I've broken at least 2, maybe 3. I remember 2. One using a golf club, bottle of golf, bam! And another playing baseball in Houston when I was 8 years old. Alan McGee's house. And I broke the window, the kitchen window. Boom. Baseball's dangerous. You can break windows. All right. She brought me a coffee. Marta brought me a coffee and a piece of cake. She brought me a coffee and a piece of cake. Yeah. And then she said, I'm a TV producer, but this is the only time I'm going to bring you a coffee and a piece of cake. Yes. What did she bring you, Richard? What did she bring you? She brought me. What did she bring? She brought. What did she bring? She brought. What did she bring you? She brought me a cup of coffee and a little piece of cake. Was it good? The coffee, yes. The cake, no. Why not the cake? I don't like pastries. I don't like sweets. Really. I didn't build it. No lo construí. I didn't build it. Because I didn't have a building permit. Oh. Question. Why didn't you build it? Why didn't you build it? Didn't you? Why didn't you? Enlazamos. Why didn't you? Why didn't you build it? I didn't build it because I didn't have. ¿Qué es lo que no tuve? O tenía. I didn't have a license. Me gusta más building permit. Permiso de construcción. I didn't have a building permit. They bought it in a shop near their house. They bought it. Well, the microphone, for example. They bought it in a shop near their house. Question. Where did they buy it? They bought it in a shop near their house. The thief was caught. The thief was caught in the train station. Where was this thief caught? Yes, voz pasiva. They caught the thief. Where was the thief caught? Where was the thief caught? He was caught. No, she. It was a female thief. Yeah. She was caught in the train station. What was she doing in the train station? She was catching a train. Oh. But did they catch her before she caught the train? Did they catch her before she caught the train? Well, of course they caught her before she caught the train. If she had caught the train in time, they wouldn't have caught her in the train station. They would have caught her in the next train station. Yes. Or maybe she would have jumped off the train along the way. If I had been her, I would have jumped off the train. But in any case, I caught the fish. Yes, pesqué el pez. Pesqué el pez. I caught the fish with a net. Con una red. Yeah, I caught the fish with a net. Net. Net es una red de pescadores, una red de baloncesto, the net. Network es una red figurada de concesionarios, red telefónica, etc. That's a network. But net. So, I caught the fish with a net. Excuse me, what did you catch the fish with? Preposición al final. What did you catch the fish with? I caught it with a net. Or, how did you catch the fish? How did I catch the fish? Excuse me, what do you want to know? I want to know how you caught the fish. Excuse me? I want to know how you caught the fish. Oh, well, ask me the question directly. How did you catch the fish? I caught it with a net. I didn't catch it with a fishing rod. And I didn't catch it with my bare hands. Se dice bare hands, con las manos literalmente desnudas, o sea, with my bare hands, escrito bare. All right, the speech lasted 30 minutes. How long did the speech last? It lasted 30 minutes. Oh, that's a short speech. Well, it depends. It was boring. Thank God it didn't last longer. Everybody was falling asleep. The speech was so boring that half of the audience was asleep by the time the speaker finished his speech. And I looked around. Some of the people in the audience were snoring. But the speaker continued speaking. The speech lasted 30 minutes. How long did the speech last? 30 minutes. The candidates were chosen, candidatos. The candidates were chosen by secret vote. Secret vote. Fíjate cómo uso la V. Vote. Question, how were the candidates chosen? How were the candidates chosen? The candidates were chosen by secret vote. There are two pronunciations for candidate. Candidato. Candidate, the last syllable is called fecha, date, or candidate, the candidate. I don't know which one I say. I need to stop and think. How many candidates? Candidate. Yo digo candidate. But don't worry. If you say candidate, it's perfect. All right, point 24. I was born on a mountaintop in Tennessee. Not true. I was born in a hospital in Houston, Texas. Herman Hospital. Yeah. But who was born on a mountaintop in Tennessee? Davy Crockett, a famous legendary American politician and frontiersman. He was born on a born on a mountaintop. Born on a mountaintop in Tennessee, the greatest state in the land of the free. Yes. Where was he born? Where was Ferdinand of Aragon born? He was born in Sos, del Rey Católico. That's where he was born. Where was Isabella of Castile born? I don't know. Maybe she was born in Madrigal de las Altas Torres. Is that right, Marta? Is that right? No. Isabella of Castile? Was she born in Madrigal? I think she was born in Madrigal de las Altas Torres. And it is true, there are two towers in Madrigal. All right, de las Altas Torres. Which is, don't confuse it with Madrigal de la Vera, which is different. It's the first village in Extremadura after Castilla y León. You know, province of Ávila, province of Cáceres, Madrigal de la Vera. But this is Madrigal, otro Madrigal de las Altas Torres. I think that's where Isabella was born. Her future husband was born about 300 kilometers away in Sos. At that time, it was called Sos in the province of Zaragoza. Now, of course, it's called Sos del Rey Católico because he became one of the two Catholic monarchs. Where were you born? Marta, were you born in Seville or near Seville? In Seville. Marta was born in Seville. Marta was born in Seville. Where was Federico Garcia Lorca born? Well, he was born in the province of Granada. Maybe he was born in Fuente Vaqueros. Yes, maybe. Where was Dwight Eisenhower born? Eisenhower, President Eisenhower, Ike. He was born in Denison, Texas. Denison, Texas. How do you spell it? Denison, como suena, Denison. Where's that? It's right before the Red River. You remember the Red River with John Wayne? Crossing the Red River. The Red River Valley. And it's just before the Red River, north of Dallas. You go to Dallas, you drive north, and just before crossing into Oklahoma, fíjate, to cross into. O sea, entras en Oklahoma mediante el cruzar un río, the Red River. Por eso digo cross into. Tomo la preposición y lo pego a la idea de cruzar. To cross into. Just before crossing into Oklahoma, before crossing the Red River into Oklahoma, you have Denison. That's where Dwight Eisenhower, President Eisenhower, General Eisenhower was born. However, when he was a little baby, maybe 1 year old, the family moved to Kansas. So Dwight Eisenhower was born in Texas, but he grew up in Kansas. And Kansas is in the geographical center of the United States, and Kansas is as flat as this table. And Kansas is wheat, trigo. As far as the eye can see, wheat. That's Kansas. All right, that's where Dwight Eisenhower grew up, but he was born in the same state where I was born. But he was born a long time before me. But Richard, how old were you? Well, how old was Dwight Eisenhower when you were born? I don't know. He was probably about 55 or 60 when I was born. He was born, I think, in 1890 or 1891. So he was 60 or 61 years old when I was born, I think. Check that. That's your homework for tomorrow, okay? How old was Dwight Eisenhower when I was born? I was born in November 1951. So how old was Dwight Eisenhower? And what was Eisenhower doing? I don't know. Probably thinking about running for president. Corriendo para la presidencia. Well, to run for office. Correr a la oficina. No, that's to run to the office. Yeah, for example, I drove to the office today. I didn't walk to the office and I didn't run to the office. I came here by car. I drove here. Now, to run for office means presentarse electoralmente para un cargo público. Office significa cargo público y otras cosas. Oficina, despacho, cargo público y mandato, term of office. Bueno, term of office is el término del cargo, o sea, mandato, el tiempo, the time you're in the office. So, he was probably thinking about running for president. By the way, the British say to stand for office. Stand como estar de pie. To stand for office. He was probably thinking about running for office because in 1951, in November, for sure, because the following year, in November 1952, he won the election for President of the United States. Yes. Yeah, but who did he run against? Eisenhower. He ran against a Democrat. Good. Yeah, well, come on, Richard. What's the name of the Democrat? The candidate. The person who was running for president on the Democratic ticket. His name was Adlai Stevenson. Oh, Adlai Stevenson. I've never heard of him. No, he was a very interesting man, very intelligent man, very good man, Adlai Stevenson. Later, when John Kennedy was the President of the United States, Adlai Stevenson was the ambassador to the United Nations. And during the Cuban Missile Crisis, do you remember la crisis de los misiles? Con Kennedy, during the Cuban Missile Crisis, Adlai Stevenson was the ambassador to the United Nations. But that's a different story. So, was born. I was born, you were born, they were born. Okay, where was Genghis Khan born? He was born in the north of Mongolia. Wow, wow. Where was Mao Zedong born? He was born in China. Where was Hirohito, the emperor of Japan? He was born in Japan. All right, I was born in Texas. See you tomorrow.